2026 KTM 890R. Second oil change after the first service. First service is done at like 550, 553. Service light did come on today as it was preset to go. We're at 4,790 miles. Engine tip is at 123 right now. I just got done riding earlier. But yeah, pretty easy. 6 little screws on here. Slide the panel upwards. And then 6 on here as well. So KTM made it real easy. I'll find out what these two are in terms of size. I know you can use an 8 or 10 millimeter as well as a T30. I'm gonna be using T30 for these guys. And as well as I'm gonna go through and just check a few spots. I've been seeing some people mention that there's been weird bolts that should be loose that were loose from either the factory or just from, you know, regular use. So yeah, just get you a nice long funnel. That way you don't have to pull this panel off, just the bottom. And yeah, you can check your glass from there. Still waiting on the slip-on. Y'all will have to see what I got. As well as I'm still waiting on mid pipes to come out so I can just throw the Acromat with that magic box or whatever someone's selling on Facebook Market, or not Facebook Market, on one of the 990 forums. There's a guy that sells a little box that plugs in. It keeps the Acromat from triggering limp mode or whatever on these bikes for using a road or a track map for road use. Anyways, enough blabbering around. I'm gonna go ahead and get this drained on the other side and pour some fresh oil through there. Bike's been solid, guys. Okay, not the best setup, but I couldn't find none of my tripods or anything laying around. So yeah, T30. These a little warm still. Let me not leave those in there actually. Well, shop towel. Okay. Should just be able to twist that. Yeah, twist nice and easy. Oh. As you can see, that oil looks pretty spent. I normally don't run the oil that long, but the guys said it was okay, and I just been riding the bike quite a bit. Yeah, I got lazy, but here we are. We're gonna go back to changing the oil like every 3,000 miles for road use, if not every few track days, once I get this thing out to the track. Okay, that's set to the side. Let me get some needle nose pliers and pull that guy out. There we go. There's the filter. Don't drop it like that. Okay, not that much oil came out. But it's not the ones really worried about. These guys up here should be the ones that gush out. Let me not bust my knuckles up doing this. Jesus. They don't leak right away. You gotta kind of back them out some. All right. Let's see what these guys are looking like. That should gush out. Yeah, there we go. Nice the one I used. The motor tool is gonna look a lot better when I pull that out next. Let's set these guys up. Curious to see if I can spot any metal flakes in here. I've been riding this pretty hard. It's lived most of its youthful life or young adult life in the 7 to 9K RPMs. Oh shit, there we go. That's the one we're looking for. Let that baby drain. A shot of that. Yeah, that is pretty dark. Okay, we'll keep the rear one over here. Over there. Alright guys, we'll let this drain for about 10 minutes. Once I pour this other fresh oil in. Not sure if anybody recommends to do this, but it was about half a quart of the 4T, the stuff that was already in it. Good to see that came out nice and clean. We'll let this drip and fill her up. So upon inspection, hardly anything on the little magnets right there. That first tray. Can't really show it. Tiny bit of residue. But I think we're in the greens. That was the front one. Let's check this rear one. Definitely a little bit more. Sorry I can't really show you guys. You barely see it, but it's just some real tiny pieces. No big chunks, so nothing to worry about. Engine's just about done draining, so I'm gonna go ahead and pop the new filter in, replace these after I clean them, and good to go. Fill it up. Here goes the official KTM filter. Let me show you actually. If I can pull it out, so little plug rubber boot end goes in first. Just pops it. That's why I couldn't pull it out earlier. Cleaned all this off. Guess it doesn't lock. I thought it twist. Sorry, I thought it twist locked in there. I really need to get a better POV setup. Boom. Put these two guys back in. I already torqued the two screens down. Once again, I do apologize, guys, for the bad video. Need be, I'll go ahead and film another one on the next oil change. That one's gonna come up a lot sooner than this one did. So I'm gonna go ahead and put 2 quarts in, right off the rip, and slowly work it up to 2.5. Okay, that should be good. Okay, mold tool going in, 7100, 1050. I might run the 1550 next go around. No, it's not transmission fluid. Freaked me out the first time I ever used it. I was like, what? Is this right? Let that sit there for a bit, do a second one, then half of another one, and start it up. Okay, pump 2.6 on the dot. Go ahead and give it a little start up. Should be in neutral, might not be. If you weren't then, we are now. process of doing it, I think I just broke the button. It's not tactile anymore. That sucks. Okay, thought I broke the button. Kind of did. It's not tactile going to the left anymore. So yeah, I need to pull that apart and check that out. Press down the center button. Go over settings. You'll press the back button and the center button down at the same time. Hold it for like 2 to 4 seconds. 1, 2, and 3. Okay, maybe longer. Boom. Distance 42. I'm of course not gonna set it that far. I'll set it at 3. Actually, no, I can't go in between. So yeah, we'll just go 3. Next interval, 12 months or, let's knock that down a bit. 6 months. I'm obviously gonna ride, spike more than that. But it should have reset my service light, unless I didn't hit enter. Okay, let's try it again. I think I hit save. Okay, hover over. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Set service. Okay, cool. Let's see if it pops up again when I turn it on. Service light's gone. So now I just need to figure out what the heck is wrong with this button right here. Why it's not tactile anymore going to the left. But other than that, that's really about it, guys. Just gotta button this up and yeah, we're good to go.